The mysterious underwater ruins of Yonaguni of Japan and the legend of the giants. Well, the last video I made on Yonaguni was from a Greek article I translated for you. And Yonaguni means Yunnan, meaning if the island, the area of Yunnan, the Turks still call Greeks Yunnan. And Yonaguni is the area of the Greeks. But that was the previous video on Yonaguni. We know also that the ancient Greeks, especially of the Minoans of Crete, were giants. It's even written so in the Old Testament. You'll notice that Goliath and his brothers were Philistines, and the Minoans were Philistines. That's what the Old Testament clearly says to us. It's not just history, it's also records of anthropology. And we know that they were giants. Even the heroes of the Trojan War are known to be giants, but I have to make another video of that. Now, Yonaguni of southern Japan. In 1996, an enormous underwater structure was found in the offshore Yonaguni in Okinawa, Japan, just about 70 feet down. The 5,000-year-old structures include the ruins of a castle, a triumphal arch, 5 temples, a sphinx, and at least one large stadium. And we know that the ancient Greeks had stadiums because every so often they used to have athletic games for the men. So 5 temples, a sphinx, and at least one large stadium, all of which are connected by roads and water channels and are partly shielded by what could be huge retaining walls. The in-depth research conducted by experts, it's been proven that there is a vast amount of evidence of man's influence on the massive structures. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. So these giants could even have been ruling the world before us and before the Great Flood. Obviously, these are pre-flood civilizations, pre-flood structures. Now, the legends of the giants of Yonaguni Island tells us that giants from a city across the sea often visited the Kavalan people of Yilan, who used the strength of these giants to help them build any kind of construction in exchange for food. However, this way of helping each other was totally crushed after a huge seismic event took place 100 years later, and the giant city, most of it apparently sunk below the sea. So this is the area of Yonaguni, as we can see, and it could have been that these areas are much higher before the flooding. During the Ice Age, for example, the sea levels could have been anywhere from 300 to 900 feet below what they are today. And this is, as a recent structure found in 1996, obviously has a lot of explaining to do. Okay, you can see this is not a natural structure. They've even found huge head carvings and petroglyphs. And as we said, this is the petroglyph. And as we said, the various temples and stadiums and even pyramids. So obviously we have to have research, which is very difficult because it's underwater. Research has to be done on this. And of course, all this changes anthropology, archaeology, and human history. This is from UFO Sightings Hotspot blogspot on Humans Are Free. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support.